Cowgirl Kind is a beef tallow skincare business based on high quality, small batches made with care and intention. All ingredients are carefully and thoughtfully sourced for the highest quality. It is an incredibly effective product. Cowgirl Kind is locally owned and handmade by Melinda Kirkby. Visit cowgirlkind.com.
This is pretty cool. This is like really legit. Like
Whoa.
when I watched them, I thought, oh my gosh, this is awesome.
Oh, you watched them.
Oh
That
yeah,
makes me
yeah,
happy.
yeah, no, yeah.
I had
just
no
remember
idea.
there was Dylan, then there was Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was there? There was one other one.
Oh man, we did Cody and Aaron.
Oh yeah, Cody and Aaron, they were the first one, weren't they?
Actually,
Oh,
Matt and
sorry.
Chelsea Frederick were the first
I didn't
one,
see that
but
one.
I was not prepared.
Oh,
for
I
what
didn't see that one.
I did not do a good job because we didn't have good audio equipment. They were fabulous.
Yeah.
And they were wonderful. So we're gonna redo theirs because I was like, all I've ever done is like photography and videography.
Right.
So it's always been about the visual aspect of things, and then I didn't put much thought into the actual audio, which is probably the most important part of a podcast, right? I mean, yeah, makes sense.
It's okay.
So, I totally messed that one up, but we're gonna redo theirs. So, and then we did do Ryan Thomas's too. He was our second one.
Yep, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw his too,
Yeah.
That's maybe I was thinking was like one of the first ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and Flint and Beat, they were a blast.
I haven't seen.
Did you didn't watch that one?
I haven't watched that one. No.
Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
see it. I love
We
them guys.
laughed so hard. It was pretty funny. We had a good time. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
great.
So yeah, appreciate you guys being here. Hey everybody, welcome to Non-Pro in the Know. We're here today with Brandon and Sophie Buttars. Very excited to have them on the show. They were one of the first people I put on my list in hopes that I could talk them into it someday. So felt very fortunate to have them here. We're here at the Gym State Stock Horse Show for our July show, and they're hauled in some horses. So I thought I would see if I could sneak some of their time. So welcome, guys. Thanks for coming to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Thanks for coming, Brandon. I know this maybe isn't your most comfortable thing in the world, but I sure appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So came to the Gym State show. Did you guys bring a whole trailer load or?
Not this time. We
We brought 10.
we brought 10.
Oh, 10.
Last year, or no, we didn't come last year. The year before, we had 25 or
Too many.
26.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
I
this
thought
is
10
like
was
not
plenty.
that many. Yeah.
10. Oh, I can
Yeah.
imagine 10 not feeling like very many. That's crazy. That's a lot.
I know, it is weird.
That just shows how well you guys are doing. You've got it down to a science.
A lot of good help.
Yeah, you guys do have a good group of people, don't you?
Yeah.
Kind of
it
a
is.
family business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without them, we couldn't do it at all.
Ugh.
We couldn't be me and you anymore.
No.
There's no way.
And you guys are such a tight knit team too. You can just see it at the shows. It's pretty cool. You're always watching each other in the stands, cheering for each other, and
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So 10, are you guys here? Are you schooling and preparing to go to the Hackamore Classic, or are you just
No.
go?
We're never going back to Tulsa.
No, it's
Too
hot.
Yeah.
Hot there in July. It's kind of hot here today,
Yeah.
to be honest with you too. But I think the humidity over there maybe makes it even worse.
And
but
that is not a good place.
no.
Well, I hope it gets moved here. It would be perfect. And like honestly, I think the non-pro deal with the non-pro World's Greatest Horseman. There's so many people in our area that rope and would
Yeah.
want to do that, but don't want to travel that far.
No.
There might even be more
Yeah.
people here that
Yeah.
do that than over there. But I would really love to see it come back this way.
It would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
It would be
it'd be
nice to
super
have a
cool.
premiere event in the Northwest. We really don't have
Yeah.
that option.
Yeah.
Everything is quite the haul away. So, and
Yeah.
I hear the rumor is that it's in strong consideration. I hope people
I
went
hope
in
it
and
does.
voted on their opportunity to vote.
Yeah.
I hope.
We did.
Yeah.
I made sure to vote for him too.
Perfect. Good. Good.
Yeah.
That's typical married couple right
Yeah,
there for you.
yeah.
Like, I got his signature, his social security number. It's all fine.
Yeah,
I think I just hope it works. I don't know if I buy them, if our voting mattered or not, but
I don't know.
I hope it does.
I hope it does too. I mean, I know that there's a lot that goes into that all logistically too, with
Yeah.
making sure the facility can withhold that many people, the cattle. Man, I know it's a logistical nightmare trying to figure out
Oh,
where
God,
to
I
hold
can
these things.
imagine.
The cattle is one of the biggest things, but fortunately, we have a lot of good resources in this area for that. So
Yeah.
hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It was Paso and Reno, I think, were the other and I'd be okay with all of those.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
love
great too.
Reno. I haven't showed there forever, and I'd love to go back. And
Did
show
you
in that
not
Reno.
show there last year at the Reno?
No, everybody. My daughter
Texie
had
had
a
her
baby.
baby.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
so-
I remembered videoing your runs, but I was
Yeah.
like, man, I couldn't remember. That's right. You
Yeah,
became
so
a new grandma
I think
again.
the last time I showed there was like 2018, like the year after it left, and I showed in the Hackamore. But there's nothing like that arena.
I love it there.
Oh man, it's so awesome.
It's so cool. Last year was my first year ever getting to show there, and
Oh,
it was so much fun. It was something I always wanted to do, and
Yeah.
then when they went back to the NRCHA, I was like, I am definitely
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
But you know, it's hard too because they used to put them cattle out in the south end of the parking lot, and that got sold. So there's not a lot of
Oh.
room there for cattle.
Really? I
Yeah,
didn't
they
know
was
that.
telling me that last year, like all that they can't even use no more.
Ah.
So
Well, that makes sense. I mean, I know that the schedule was a little bit difficult. They were trying to bring cattle in and out, and that's
Yeah.
why they were breaking up the herd work days and stuff. So that makes sense.
yeah,
as
they
to
tried
why.
to kill us there last year.
Boy, that schedule was tough, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we decided like the first 3 days we were there, we had like 12 hours of sleep in them 3 days.
That's
Like,
about where
yeah,
I was
They
too.
tried
Yeah.
to kill us, and
Yeah.
this year it's going to be a lot better, I think.
I think it's gonna be a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year we were down there working and stuff, and there was several days where I would have the first horse of the day and like the last horse of the
Oh,
day,
yeah.
or like the last three, you know.
Yeah.
And by the time we got done at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then waited for him to move the herd work pin out so that I could school my horse, so I'd go back to the
Yeah.
trailer, work for like 30 minutes to an hour, sleep for an hour, get up, go ride my horse, go back, sleep for 2 hours, and then get up
Yeah,
and go out. It was so rough.
I don't think they thought they would get that many
I
entries.
don't think they did either. Yeah.
But
Which is awesome.
But I'm
Yeah.
glad they did. And
Yeah.
I'm honestly, for the hand they were dealt, I thought they did a great job.
they did a
They did a
yeah,
fabulous
really
job.
good job.
Yeah. It was a big show and a lot of cool horses, and they
Yeah.
did a great job.
Good payout.
Yeah, good payout. So are you guys going back to that one this year?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I want to go back and show in that pen. Going down the fence in that pen is just like no other. Like the cattle run so free around that corner, and I don't think that there's been. I mean, I think I've made the finals. I don't know how many times, 5, 6 times at Fort Worth now, and none of them pens the cattle flow like they do in that.
Right.
pen.
And you have such a good fence line
Yeah,
there.
it's awesome.
And you can be patient with your 3-year-olds and
Yeah.
set it up.
Like Vegas, you know, you always are yaw going down the fence because it's not long, but I think it's a better place
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
your 3-year-olds.
Agreed. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, it's a good facility. I'm looking forward to going back there this year for sure. So not going to Tulsa then. So you're here to for the real deal then, not just prepping for the next show.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Where do you guys go after this one? What's your next show on the agenda?
Utah.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
Utah Ring Cowboys.
We have a little one there
Yeah.
the first weekend in August,
Mm-hmm.
I think. We haven't made the decision about Magic Valley yet.
Gotcha.
And then the pre-fraternity, Vegas. The Utah fraternity's the very next weekend.
Oh, wow.
Then
Yeah.
you have like 3 or 4 or 5 days off in Reno.
Mm-hmm.
Then you come home, and then we always go to Texas a week early. And
Or 2
so
sometimes.
I counted. Somebody was asking me the other day, I think I counted 5 weekends off
Oh my gosh.
from now till
Yeah, it gets
November.
To be really,
Well, and this year I'm going to go to the cutting fraternity, so
Oh, cool.
it's going to be crazy, clear till December for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just telling my daughter that on the way here. I'm like, man, as soon as August hits, it's
Yeah.
it's
Game
going to be
on.
insane until middle of November
Yeah.
for me. Yeah, agreed. It's crazy how they all just end up wadded up right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so many of them. But
Yeah.
you know, it's neat because back in the day, like we just had some smaller shows, and then you would go to Reno, and then you'd come home from Reno a week later and go to Montana. But it's just there's so many amazing payouts now that you can't miss them.
No.
You know, you can't,
No.
especially with Derby horses. I mean, fraternity horses, it's great. Don't get me wrong, but now, like the Derby, you know, you can take your Derby horses and your fraternity horses and, you know, win quite a little. So
Absolutely.
it's super worth it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, and you guys got them all the way up through the bridle horses too. I mean,
Yeah.
you got a nice bridle horse. So you're busy on all ends of the
Yeah.
age
Yeah.
divisions there for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's there's a lot out there. It's good to see how much the industry's grown and how much money's starting to get thrown into the pot. And
Yeah.
yeah, we just got a ways to catch up with those rope horses, and then we'll
Oh,
be okay.
yeah.
Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
nice?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to let the audience get to know you guys a little bit, your backstory. So I'd kind of like to go way back and tell us about where you were raised, your childhoods, all that good stuff. So who wants to go first?
Brandon, he's good at going first.
I was raised in Tremont and Garland area, Plymouth. It's kind of back then. There wasn't many people there. My dad run race horses. I had to jockey, rodeoed. We roped.
Jockeyed. Okay. So your dad, how old are you when you're jockeying for your dad?
We were just talking about this the
I
other
think
day.
I
at
was
North
12.
Shore.
You have such long legs. How does this work?
When I was 12, I wasn't very big.
Oh, okay. You didn't have long legs when you
No,
were
they
12?
let me ride in like a work saddle because I was weighed like 50 pounds.
Oh, really? So you
Yeah.
got to
Yeah, I
have the
was
heavy
little.
saddle.
Yeah. So I rode race horses and hated it, and
Yeah.
they tried to kill me. And
Yeah, I've
know.
been around some for a time, and
But-
they don't have much for brakes or
No.
sometimes manners.
Flip over in the shoe.
I
or
really
whatever
didn't.
It's called the start. Yeah.
I mean, we roped on them afterwards, but
Oh, wow.
we didn't. I mean, I didn't know nothing, and I met a guy, Jack and Melinda Forsberg. They showed cow horses a little bit, and he was more into the horseman part of it. And I think I was in high school. He called wanting to know, they had a horse that kept bucking everybody off and wanted to know if I'd ride it. And so I'd go there after school and help him and ride this horse. And then I got on one of his, and I'm like, how do you get this? Like, I never even had none of this, you know?
This feels
And,
nice.
Yeah. And so I just started riding with him. We had an ex-race horse that wasn't fast enough, and you know, he wasn't no good. So I just took him and started training him.
So are these quarter horse race horses or
Yeah.
thoroughbred? Okay.
Yeah, quarter
Okay.
horses.
Okay.
And back then, me and Tom Buckingham was talking about it here in Magic Valley last year, I think it was. Like, they used to go to CSI that's where the Magic Valley fraternity was, in that building,
At the College of Southern Idaho?
Yeah.
Really?
and show there. And back then, like, you'd get done with, like, say the herd work, and they'd have a bus come and load all the people at the show, get on this bus and take you to Jackpot, Nevada.
What?
Yeah, and party.
And party
What?
and
Yeah.
gamble and
Where's
Horse
our,
show used to be different.
where's our magic bus?
yeah.
It used to be different.
And then they'd truck you back and you'd show the next day. And
What?
Yeah,
we
it
we
was-
need to reinstate
Yeah,
this.
yeah, it used to be a lot bigger party and a lot but you know, you had an eighth of the horse. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, the herd work took 4 or 5 hours at most. And then, you know, I mean, I can remember all them guys showing. I mean, I remember Jim Rozier showing. I remember,
Wow.
like, that tells you how old I am.
Well, I mean, that's cool though. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so I had a racehorse, and that's what I showed, because that's the only thing. I mean, I didn't get outrun down the fence. I
you
did.
didn't.
I remember in CSI one time, I was going down the fence and the cow was hauling butt, and I was running right up, and I'm kind of watching the cow, and I'm thinking, and it jumped, and I think it actually jumped out, and as it jumped, I pulled, and my horse was gonna jump.
Oh
Like,
my
I crashed
gosh.
the fence, and
Oh
like,
my.
I think he was just gonna go with it, but
Cow horse
that was
and hunter
my
jumper
first
meet.
big fraternity. I mean, I had no idea. I remember Doug Kuntz was there. He won the class, whatever class we was in, but like, I thought,
Wow. So
I
how
was-
old are you at this time?
oh, I'd have probably been 20, maybe-ish. I mean, I had no business. I mean, it was terrible. I think I loped the whole way in the wrong lead, and then about the time you're supposed to change, he changed, and then I loped the other way in the wrong
Oh
lead.
my gosh.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Well, but you
So-
know, that gives the rest of us some hope when we hear somebody like you actually had a show like that. Like
I've told all them a lot of people, you can't be embarrassed as much as I have.
So you've earned all this
Well, I think
progress
so,
and
yeah.
success that you've got. So that
So-
was pretty much your first cow horse experience.
Yeah,
then, huh?
I mean, it was kind of a racehorse deal, and I just trained him and showed him, and I was just out of high school. I might have been 20,
Yeah.
and I took him to a couple. Back then we showed in Arco, Idaho.
Okay.
No, it wasn't even in Arco. It was in Mackey.
Oh, Mackie.
Nope, Chalice. It was in Chalice, Idaho.
Wow.
And back then it was called the Central
Idaho. Was it Central Idaho?
Central Idaho.
Rain cow horse.
But it was a rein cow horse show, but it had
And quarter horse.
paint and
Yeah.
quarter horses, and
Oh.
I mean, like there was
Central Idaho
people
quarter
there
horse,
that
maybe.
yeah,
I
it
think
was
everything.
like they had hauler
Really?
classes and
Yeah.
trail classes.
So was it
and
a
all
part of the
kinds
Quarter
stuff.
Horse Show Association?
Yeah, I think,
Okay.
and they just kind of Cleo Hill back then was kind of trying to get the cow horse going in that area, and
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that was a party.
Well,
We
yeah.
single-handedly took apart the Putter golf course.
yeah, we'd go
He'd
like
give you pictures of margaritas.
Pictures of margaritas.
Oh, I mean, just keep and like next thing you know, we're not.
but everybody
down,
like
the
back
stairs.
then there wasn't that many people, so like when it was done,
It was a party.
everybody would go eat at the certain
Yeah.
like it wasn't like
Was that a
hey, do you want to go
Mexican
eat?
restaurant?
It was
Yeah.
like, hey, we got this place rented. Everybody would
Oh,
go
wow.
And
How
they had
cool
like
is
a
that?
putt-putt golf course.
eat. Yeah, you could go out
I
there.
mean,
Oh,
It was
that's so
it
much
was
fun.
a party.
Yeah.
I mean, most
party.
most of the fraternities back then when I started, like you would show up the first day, and they would all feed you. Like I remember in
Yeah.
Arco, they'd have tomatoes and corn and hamburgers, and
Yeah.
I can't even remember that Cleo and
Robinson. Well, Kirk Robinson.
yeah,
was
Kirk
a part of
Robinson's
it.
stepdad, but the guy he rode for, I can't remember his name. They would all cook for you.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was
I mean, they hosted you.
Yeah.
Like it was like it was you eat at this time, and then we'll have say like frisbee throw or water balloon fight, and it's like for the adults.
That's
it's for
awesome.
everyone.
Yeah,
like
it
it
was-
used to be like a huge deal. It reminds me a lot of like what Magic Valley did last
Yeah.
year. Like
Magic Valley's great for
yeah,
that.
Yes.
it
Yeah.
was amazing.
they always
Yeah.
had that fish fry
Always.
from day.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
as long as I can remember.
That's one of my favorite shows to go to because
Yeah.
they like bring in the axe throwing
Beautiful.
trailer.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
feed you, and there's water slides, and
Oh,
yeah.
and that's a
So
lot
much fun.
like how it used to be.
One
Like,
time in
a lot.
Arco, we just got married and left the courthouse and went there, and they stopped the whole show.
Had a wedding party.
Harry
for us.
DeHaan
Right in the middle of
and
the arena.
way.
Mike and Tara Miller
Miller.
brought a cake, and we just stopped the
Stopped
horse
the whole
show and had cake and
Had a
There's
reception.
trucks, everybody out there. Yeah, we had like a party. Yeah, it's no
So
kidding.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it used
That's
to be
amazing.
completely.
I mean,
yeah.
nowadays
Yeah.
we got so many entries and stuff. It's
know.
like
Mhm.
from daylight to dark, and
Well, and you guys have
No-
so many horses to keep
Yeah,
thrilled.
nobody
Like you don't,
wants to do
you can't
none of
even
that.
sleep, let alone go
Yeah.
have a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I guess it's the premier events. They try to keep the schedule a little bit more under control, but some of these smaller ones, you only have a limited number
Yeah.
of days, so you end up going for
yeah.
Yeah.
14 hours a day, and nobody
Yeah, it
feels like it
gets-
anymore.
Wow.
It's unfortunate, though. I hear stories about the good old days like that, and that
Oh,
was.
man.
I mean, I've only been in this for 5 years, so I didn't get to see any of that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where did that go? I want that party.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I remember everybody just pulling up and sitting on the back of your truck and turn on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
radio or whatever. Would have been a radio or CD back then.
Right?
And everybody just hang out and drink beer and talk with everybody. Carmen and Tom and
Mhm.
Carmen that was before Carmen.
well, no, but when I
Yeah.
was around, yeah.
Yeah.
Like who else? Annie,
Dave Veeder,
Dave Vitor before he passed away. I mean, there was just so many.
Dan
great
and
people.
Jim, John.
Yeah.
Well, John was in California,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
Jim Rozier, Dan Rozier. I mean, yeah, that's been a long time
The
ago.
good old days. The good old days. So that was your entry into cow horse. How long did you show that horse?
I showed him a couple years, and I started heading on him, and I actually did it to two of them. The first one I sold to a guy, and they ranched and cowboyed on him, and the other one, shoot, he stayed with my dad. They wrote my brothers, sisters, shit. My sister queened on him. I mean, we all used him to head steers on. I mean, and he died on the place.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he stayed with my
He
dad's
earned
the
his
whole time.
retirement, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. So, did your dad continue to raise racehorses through this whole process?
But I don't know. Do you know many people that have racehorses?
No, I mean,
Like if you have
I
that
do.
in your blood, like it's impossible to get it out.
Yeah.
Like impossible.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they, like he hasn't had racehorses for a while, and then he'll tell us, "Oh, I bought another racehorse." I mean, that's just.
You're like, oh, okay.
There we
Yeah.
go.
I guess we're doing this again.
That's kind of most racehorses. I mean, Zane Davis, he had to jockey for his
Yeah.
dad. His was more thoroughbreds, I think, than quarter horses. But
Mhm.
I mean, his dad's still doing it, I think.
Is he? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Zane hates it. I hate it.
Well, yeah. Didn't Brady Weaver?
Yeah,
Brady
he's a
Weaver
jockey, yeah.
jockey,
That's
but
so
he
fun.
liked it.
Did he like it?
Yeah, he went to California and rode on
But he
some
was
of the
like a
big deals.
professional.
Yeah, he
Like,
was
he's a
like
professional.
I was young enough, like I could only go at the county fairs and stuff. You had to be 16 to ride legally, and
Gotcha.
they just put me on all the bad horses, so if they killed me, it wasn't a big deal.
They didn't have a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Oh.
There wasn't such thing as lawsuits.
No,
back
that's
then.
true. That's true. That didn't exist. Didn't get shot by
Yeah,
somebody.
exactly.
There you go. That's more like it.
Mhm.
Cool. So, did you do other? I mean, I know you rope, but I know you've done a lot of the ranch rodeo stuff too. I believe, right?
Yeah.
So-
I roped all through high school. I rode saddle bronc horses, won the state in the bull riding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I rode bulls for a while. Then
Wow.
realized I wasn't good enough, so I quit.
Timey and
That's
rough.
kind of the end of my, like a couple years out of high school. That what was it, like an IMPRA or something like that? They had, and I rodeoed through that association for a while.
Mm.
I never did buy my PRCA card. I couldn't even ride them. I didn't figure out how to keep going. So, and that's kind of when I started getting in with Jack and got more into this, and
Mhm.
it was something that I could work at to go compete. And
Mhm. Yeah.
and then I've never. I mean, we still rope. So
Well, yeah. I mean, you guys were just at the Big Loop. We were just
Yeah.
talking about
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I see videos of you roping on your Facebook page all the time too.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to
It's
bring
super fun. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, did you start training horses early? I mean, you were you obviously doing the jockey thing, and I'm sure that included some
I
training.
mean,
But
we rode colts just like any rancher.
Mhm.
We didn't really have a ranch. We had a few cows, but that was all. But I mean, yeah, we started them race horses and rode them. But I mean, it was, I didn't know nothing. I didn't even know what a lead was,
yeah,
and so
yeah.
I mean,
So, how did your progression into the training side of things? Did that come when you started working on getting
well,
that
I
horse ready
worked
for
there. I helped that Jack Forsberg for a long time, and I worked at Lazy Boy, the chairs.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I upholstered chairs and couches for like 4 or 5 years.
How old were you during that time?
Oh, I was probably 20 to 25 ish.
Oh, wow.
And then I'd go home and then go ride horses with him. I'd keep one of my own and try to have some outside, like one or two, and then sell them. But nothing. I mean, hell, nothing was good. But you'd still try to show them, and I'd ride one or two outside horses and go a little bit when I could. And one day I was married to another gal. We had 3 kids. Me and her decided that was over, and I just decided at that time, like, I don't really enjoy upholstering couches.
I have so many questions about the upholstering. I can't even. We have to stop on this for a moment. How did you? Is there a factory in your
Yeah, there
where
was
you're
a
living?
factory in Tremont.
Okay, because I'm like, this doesn't seem like something that you
Yeah.
like seek out. So I feel like it had to be close, right?
Yeah, it was just a job.
Yeah. So you were just like, I need a paycheck, and
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
hiring. It's
And
not
they-
like you came from a long.
We
list
actually
of,
have been in hotels that he's like, oh, I upholstered that couch. And he's flipped it over and his initials are there.
no
Yeah.
way.
Like,
I can. Well, you have a stamp that they
Yeah.
like
It's
when they
like
hire you,
apples.
they'd hire you and they just add the number. My number was 2385. I still remember it.
Oh my
and-
gosh,
check your
And
house.
that's
Check your-
amazing.
they put a stamp because like how they build like a chair or a couch is like the first person gets the frame and they put poly on it, and then it goes to the guy that puts the arms on, and then it goes to the guy that puts which was me. I put the backs and the inside backs and outside backs on, and then they'd take it to the next guy, and he'd put something else on. Then they'd go to and then if you made a mistake, they'd check them all, and then they'd call you, hey, come fix this. This isn't good enough.
Oh, wow.
But you had to have your stamp on it. And so one time I said, hey, I used to build that chair, and I flipped it up, and it had my number on the bottom of it.
That's so funny. That's funny. Where were you at when you found the chair?
I don't even remember.
I think it was in Montana when we scoped it.
Yeah, I
out.
don't.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
even remember.
It wasn't a high class hotel.
I was gonna say,
a hotel
the
8.
furniture might have been
But-
kind of dated at this point,
Yeah.
but a little out of style.
It
But
There you go.
But it wasn't a real fun job. I mean,
no, just
you had
paycheck.
like they'd pay you a piece rate, like you only got $7 an hour. But if you're supposed to build 4 of these chairs, your job in an hour, and I'd do 8, then I could make $14 an hour.
Oh,
You know, it was on a piece rate deal.
Ah.
And so you hauled ass all day, like as fast as you could go for
That's why
9
they had you
hours.
stamped, because quality control was
Yeah.
questionable.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
That's funny. Okay, we can move past the chairs now. I just had to know more. So you decide that you're not.
well, I just thought, I
Long-term.
don't really like doing this. And so I told all the guys on my line, I said, I think I'm done. They're like, yeah, whatever. And I said, no, I think I am. Like, I don't think I'm going to do this no more. They're like, whatever, get back to work. And I said, no, see ya. And I just walked out.
Just walked
I
out,
just
huh?
left. And
Wow.
Jack and Melinda had, he had a little indoor, and I was riding a few horses, but nothing, not enough to make a living. And I don't know if you remember, there was a guy up in this country that showed cow horses, George Dines. He lived right next, if you drove past Dan Rozier's place, he was down on the end.
Okay.
And George was a pretty good horse shoer. And I'd come up and spend a week or 2 with him riding and shoeing. And so I started shoeing some horses and riding some. And then I got back with my ex-wife for a little bit, and then that wasn't going to work. And I took another job. I built out there. They look like aspirins is what it looks like, little Advil, but it's what blows your airbags up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called Auto Leave. I worked there I made it about, probably from about April to October.
So you're also an explosives expert.
Well, and my brother worked there too. You had to work like 6 in the morning to 6 at night, or 6 at night to 6 in the morning. It was shift work.
So is this another factory that was near
Yep.
Tree Mountain?
It was in Promontory,
Okay.
over the hill, but
Okay.
it was not like Lazy Boy. When you worked there, it was bust ass.
Right.
Like, try to make as much money as you can.
Right.
Well, this place was just sit down, and I went.
Oh,
like,
I can imagine.
I couldn't take it. Like, I'd be twiddling my thumbs and
Develop a smoking
couldn't
habit
do
or
it.
something.
So I quit that, and at that time I told Jack, I said, I think I'm going to train some horses. And so I bought a little stall setup that had 10 stalls and put them there and started training
On his
horses.
place? He let you move some in on
Yeah,
his
we
place?
there. And then when I met Sophie, we had 4 acres or 5 acres at the time. And so we put a barn up,
And we
and
put a little indoor arena.
we had it all there. It was just too small and a pain in the butt, really. But
Yeah.
we put it there, and then
Rode whatever.
yeah,
Whatever
we
they
rode.
would send us, Brandon, he would ride. It doesn't matter. Draft
We'd try
horse,
to-
it doesn't matter.
We'd
Mule.
try to have some that we
Did
could
not
show.
matter.
But we didn't have much. You just try to train them.
Well, I think early on, I think that's kind of the way it goes, right?
Oh, yeah.
You just take whatever you can
Yeah.
We
get.
just wanted to eat.
Yeah, you just want to pay your mortgage and
Yeah.
have some groceries. So, yeah, for sure. Well, let's go back to your story growing up. Now we're getting to the point where you guys met. So let's
Yeah.
backtrack.
Yeah.
So where did you grow up?
I grew up in Park City, Utah. I wasn't I wasn't really raised. I mean, we had ranches. My family had ranches, and we had cows out. When you pull into Park City, Snyderville, there's a whole meadow out there, and that was ours. We sold it in 1996 to Nature
Okay.
Conservancy. And they actually named it I think it's called Swanner Park, but I don't know why they named it Swanner Park, but that was ours, Flinders.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's where I grew up, and I rode horses a little, like English and stuff like that, but I wasn't like
Was it your
into
life?
no, I actually snowboarded. I was on the US women's snowboard team
Oh,
growing up.
wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, I was on the US. I was like a total different lifestyle than him.
Yeah. Well, Park
know.
City, I mean, that's huge
Yeah.
there. Huge.
Yeah. So yeah, I was on the US women's snowboard team, and like that's where all my focus went to. Would be like in the winter, of course, training, and then we'd go to Mount Hood in the summer. And I was really young. I stopped probably when I was 18.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, 18, 19. I married my snowboard coach, and it ended up not working out. Got an annulment. I started roping when I was 19, and I worked so hard at it. I got a full ride college scholarship, Salt Lake Community College.
Oh, wow.
Rodeo.
That quickly? Okay, so how
Well,
did you make the transition from snowboarding to team
I don't
roping?
know. Really, it just was something. My uncle, who lived in Nevada, he roped a lot, and
Okay.
he's like, if you learned how to head, you could like make a lot of money, and you'd really enjoy it. And I think it's all about switching your adrenaline rush from one thing to another, just like bull riding to horse showing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like we're
Yeah.
a very competitive mindset, so
Mhm.
it was easy for me to like practice, and I bought a really, really, really good horse that basically just ran up there, and I had to just get it on. And
Just throw it on there
yeah,
somehow.
we went, like I started with the ATRA finals. I did really good at the ATRA finals, and I moved on. I did some USTRC back then. And then there was a lot of just smaller ropings around our area, and I made like the Mountain West finals. And that was actually out in Windover. So I started kind of doing that, and I thought, well, they give away free schooling. So I went to Salt Lake Community College. I got my hairstyling degree.
Nice.
So yeah, so I'm a licensed hairstylist. And then I realized I hated that. I did hair for 2 weeks in Park City, and they are not my people. And I'm like,
That's a pretty high-end clientele there in Park City.
It just wasn't me. So I thought, what in the heck am I going to do? I just had gotten annulment from my husband, and I was just really seeking for anything. So my grandpa had a ranch up in Snowville, and I moved up there and like helped him feed cows, do stuff like that. And then I met another guy, not him, and got married and moved to Ruby Valley, Nevada. And great family, great people, amazing. We just didn't have anything in common.
Mhm.
I'm like, well, maybe this isn't going to work. So then we got a divorce, and I had met Brandon, but I told him we'd been separated, and I told him we can't go out on a date till I'm officially divorced. And so when I got a divorce, I called him up, and he's like, hey, why don't you come down to the Western Nationals? They used to have the cutting deal down there in Ogden. And so I went down there, and we just kind of hit it off, and I thought, well, I guess cow horses. I guess we'll try cow
A new
horses.
adrenaline rush.
Yeah, and
All right.
I think the first horse I actually ever got to show, we're married, and it was a 4-year-old, and I was 6 months pregnant, showing in the Hackmore.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
wow.
This is my first showing experience. Yeah,
What?
but back then,
It was
like,
probably god awful too.
yeah, it was. I know it was god awful, but
6 months pregnant.
yeah, it was. But like here, I've gone from like jumping off cliffs and doing
Right.
stuff like this is.
It
like,
didn't seem as dangerous as it
no,
could be. Yeah.
it like not a big deal, you know.
Yeah.
Now I look back, I'm like, my God, that probably wasn't the smartest. But Texie lived. It was fine.
She's
Everything
great.
was good.
She's perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. But yeah, I rode up until about a week before I had Texie. Yeah,
Wow.
it was.
Reminds me of Jackie Crawford's sawing her horn off and go to the NFR.
Yeah. And I have pictures of it. I'm like, Melinda Forsberg. Well, we didn't have a lot of money. And so Jack Forsberg gave me his Wrangler pants, and they sewed like a pocket in the front of it. So like my belly could grow. So I'd wear suspenders. This is all underneath my shirt. Suspenders to hold up my pants. And they're Jack Forsberg's pants. And Melinda had made me a shirt that it had little baby horses with binkies in it.
Oh.
And I remember showing at the Arco fraternity in the Hackamore on Quanoalina. It was the son of Quanoalina. What was it? Quana's pinky or something. I can't remember.
Oh,
but
wow.
yeah, pregnant.
That's
And then I showed at the Utah fraternity, and I think that was the last time. And then she was born in January. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's rewind a second because I'm still very intrigued on the transition into the team roping.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you go from snowboarding. Did you have a horse while you were snowboarding?
Yeah, well, we always had horses because we had cows, and my dad
Okay.
had ranches. He had like ranches up in northern Utah and
Right.
stuff like that, and in Malad, Idaho. And so like I would go help him move cows and stuff like that, and
Okay.
I knew how to rope ish,
Uh-huh.
but like I didn't know how to like rope,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And then so I went and stayed some time with my uncle Johnny Johnson out in Elko, Nevada. And I actually got Marlo Eldridge's heel horse that was
well, that's
like a
cool.
head and heel. Yeah, it was an old buckskin horse.
So
And-
that's the horse that took good care of
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
like-
obviously. Yeah, great.
Yeah,
great.
no,
Yeah.
they set me up. I mean, I think it would have been 1997, and we paid $20,000 for a 17-year-old horse. So that was kind of a lot of money back then.
It was. That was a big investment for
Yeah.
sure.
So and then I well, it paid for my college,
Heck
you
yeah.
know, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it
yeah.
was, quite the deal. And we had him. My kids. We were talking about that. His oldest son Ty, taught him how to rope on that horse. He was just such a good old horse. But yeah.
You gotta love those old ones
Yeah,
that just
they're
take care of
awesome.
everybody like that. That's so nice.
Yeah. Family.
Very cool.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by 27 Equine Marketing, the Northwest's premier equine photography and videography company, specializing in conformation and black background photos, as well as quality show reels and sell videos. For premium content, contact us to highlight your equestrian program. 27 Productions, creating digital content for the Western world. From music videos to Western wear and product promotion, we create engaging materials that connect with your audience. So, you guys, what year did you guys meet then? Do you know?
1999.
8.
Oh, 98. 1998.
I'm impressed. Look
Wow,
at that. Wow. Good job.
Yeah.
98, huh? So how did you guys meet?
I was with these gals that were looking at a horse that he was riding, and we went over there, and we just kind of hung out, all of us, and then he ended up asking me out. So it's amazing because he doesn't hardly ever talk, and he had enough guts to ask me out.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
One of the better decisions he's probably ever made.
Yeah, probably.
So you guys met through friend or
Yeah.
potential
Yeah.
client
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah. They were.
So Brandon asked you out. What's that first date sound like? I'm intrigued by what's the first date for Brandon and Sophie Buttars?
I think it was the
Western Nationals.
so I worked for a cutter, Lawson Hadlock, and at that time that Western Nationals was always in Ogden. So all the Texans and all that would come, and they would always have a celebrity cutting where they'd team up with somebody, and like they had what's the old gal, Lynn Anderson that sang, and
Yeah,
they'd
she
have
was
some
awesome.
people like that come.
I didn't know Lynn Anderson sings.
Not Lynn Anderson, the cow horse.
Oh,
person.
okay. I'm like,
Lynn,
What is it? The Rose Garden?
I don't. But she sang.
I don't know who this person. Okay, I totally thought you meant the cow
Yeah.
horse Lynn
No.
Anderson.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no, no.
what?
You're like,
So
huh?
I had tickets, and of course I had to work and have horses ready and blah 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 blah. But And then we went out to dinner afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
who were
brought
you
my
working
cousin
for?
just in
Lawson
case.
Hadlock.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, if I didn't like him, I brought my cousin just in case that I could pawn my cousin Jamie off on him.
Oh, just
And
straightsies?
yeah, like I'd be like, oh, and here.
That's funny. It
But-
wasn't like you were like nowadays people I think like get a phone call or something
Yeah.
like 20 minutes in so they can escape, but
Yeah.
you just totally had a whole new
No,
person.
like I had a whole new person. It's like, and da-da-da. But we didn't have to go there. It was all good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seems like it worked out.
Yeah.
How many
yeah.
years how many years have you guys been married then?
26.
Nice.
Yeah, 26.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys started dating in 98
Yep.
and how long before you guys got married?
Oh God. You
Well,
can say it.
actually, I think that was in like, I think it was probably 99 because it was
See, I'm right.
because it was in March or so, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't that when it was? March?
We met in March. We were married in August.
Oh wow, okay. It was quick.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
quick.
I thought it was a little quick.
That's okay though, when you know you know.
Well, we didn't tell anybody, and so we didn't tell my parents or anything. So
No, I told everybody. She didn't.
I
tell
wasn't
anybody.
telling. Well, good God, I've been married 3 times. I mean, they're like, what is this girl gonna do? I mean, I didn't want to be judged.
Oh, you know.
Well, I was gonna get judged.
It doesn't
But-
matter. People will judge you no matter what.
Yeah, so yeah, we got married, and I didn't tell my parents, and we went to the Arco fraternity. We just went to the courthouse, got married. Went to the Arco fraternity, had this big
Wait,
party.
did you go to the courthouse in Arco while you were at
No.
it? Oh,
We're
okay.
In Brigham City.
Okay.
Loaded up, went up there, come home. I'm like, well, I better stop and get some clothes at my house, you know. And my mom.
Oh, so you guys weren't living together yet then, or
kind of,
just kind of not like officially
No,
moved in,
no.
nothing like that.
And I stopped to get clothes, and my mom, it was like a grizzly bear gonna kill someone. Like, she was out mowing.
I told her when we pulled in, your mom knows you're married.
Oh no.
Yeah, she was mowing. We had this huge field, and she's like mowing it on her tractor, and it's I'm like, oh, mother.
Oh,
So then I
no.
had to go. Doo. Well, so Brandon had asked him before if he could marry me, and my dad said no.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
fact.
wow. He's such a stand-up guy. What the heck?
Well, he's a horse trainer. He's
Well, that comes with it comes with
Yeah,
the,
not a very good one either.
we're making a ton of money yet.
like,
huh?
no, God, no. It's,
You know, back then I thought he was an asshole, but now I think, God,
Now you've had some
I
kids.
kind of
and-
understand where he's coming from.
Perspective changes when you
Yeah.
have your own kids, doesn't it?
Exactly.
yeah, so yeah, we had to deal with that. I got some clothes and ran like hell.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How did she find out?
Well, Brandon's the
No,
people. Yeah,
Jack and Melinda.
yeah. Jack and Melinda's daughter Chan had called her and said, "Hey, they got married. Let's have this party."
Oh, so they didn't know it was like a
Yeah, they didn't know. I didn't say anything. And yeah, and so needless to say, they did not show up to my wedding party.
Oops.
Yeah, they.
Oops. I'm sure they've moved on now, though.
Oh
and,
yeah, well,
you know.
yeah. So yeah, they're now since deceased. They passed away, but they loved him before they died. They understood now why I married him.
Good.
Everybody got along really good, but
Good.
yeah, it was a little touch and go for a minute. Yeah.
They weren't so sure if they were on board for a moment
Yeah. So it worked out. So
or two. So where were you guys living when you got married? What-
Garland,
Garland.
yeah, Garland, Utah.
And I'm not familiar with that one. Is that close to Tremont? And is that
Yeah,
kind of
it's
same
north
area?
of Tremont, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, same area. So you have your own place there, and how long before you kind of move your own facility back to your own place? Is it right after you guys get married, or?
Well, no, we stayed there till 2004,
Mhm.
and then 2003, Sophie's mom and dad were killed in a car accident,
Oh wow.
and so we split the whole ranch, and they had that. We used to put on a show. We called it the Jam Capriola. We started out maturity, then Derby, and then, but anyways,
At their house.
at their
Okay.
house,
Yeah.
and I mean that where her mom and dad lived, and her sister and brother-in-law lived like it's gorgeous. Meadows, big outdoor arena, white fence, an indoor arena.
Oh, wow.
Like it was all what we wanted, and so I told them like that's what I want. Let's
Right.
draw straws, and
Well, because my dad had 3 different ranches.
yeah, and
Okay.
Like,
but her sister
and
lived
there's
there,
3 kids.
Okay.
and so we got the place. We ended up getting the place in Snowville, and so we moved to Snowville in '04.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my grandfather had raised foxtrotters, if you're familiar with them.
I am.
Oh, yes, they're
I
wonderful.
rode one once.
Yes.
Yes.
I used to have to show them.
Oh,
Yes. It was nice.
it's a very different feel.
yeah.
People that love them though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
peck
mean,
a peck, a half a peck.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Getting
all
it?
up into the.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's a different feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, showing them was like showing a race car. Like you just keep cruising around the arena waiting for him to break gate. It's like, yeah, it's
I've actually never seen one be shown. I don't know what that looks like.
it's quite the thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it like
Buck
rail?
stitch. Yeah, you just go around. They actually do it on racetracks too.
Oh.
But like they ask you just go and you go for a long time and they're just watching the cadence of the horse
Just
and judge
watching
it. Yeah,
gait and cadence, and that's what they're judging
it's
it on.
it's a long show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not like super slow.
No, it's
it
not
could
slow.
be worse.
Little
There
out of
are
control.
other things out there that are slower. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, all ours. Brandon rode quite a few because
Oh, they're bad.
yeah.
Like bad, like
No,
tough.
they were good to ride out, just not real mentally.
They were not
Sound.
good-minded.
not good minded.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah. Like high strung or like try to
Yeah.
kill you,
Yeah.
or a little bit of
There
both.
was a little of that
Yeah, a
too.
little of both.
Yeah.
A
A
little
little
both.
of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they go forever. Like we used to sell them to the Forest Service, like lots. I think my grandfather was the largest breeder this side of the Mississippi.
No way.
Yeah, like we had hundreds of horses.
No way.
Yeah, hundreds. Yeah.
Where was he at?
Snowville.
Snowville, our
At-
place.
at
At
our
your
ranch.
place
So
there. Okay.
Our ranch was once my grandfather's.
And then to your
And then
parents.
my dad bought my grandpa out, and then we ended up with some of the foxtrotters there, and then we did a complete dispersal.
Oh,
And then,
okay.
yeah, so we
Okay.
had foxtrotters around there for a long time.
So did you do the dispersal after your grandfather passed away?
Yeah.
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 And the transition of when my parents took over their place, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. One of the largest breeders, huh?
Yeah,
That's-
it is. Well, people like still on Facebook, they're like it was like a cursive L, kind of like a 69. And like I've had people, oh, we've had one of your foxtrotters. I'm like, isn't that a trillion years old? I mean, it's
How
got to
long
be
do
like
they live?
30. I'm like, what in the?
What are you feeding that thing?
Yeah, I'm like,
I
that's
might need some of that.
amazing, yeah.
Not only
But,
for me,
yeah.
but my horses too.
There you go. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I
Yeah.
mean, so then when you guys, when you first started your business, you talked about, you guys took pretty much everything, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
we rode anything we could ride just to try to eat.
Yeah. So tell me about something that was maybe challenging or entertaining that somebody brought to your house that you were like, oh boy, what am I
Probably
going to
the
do?
worst one, or that I would never do again, is I had a donkey that
Like a straight donkey or a mule?
no, he was a donkey and he had ears about that long, and he would not let you touch his ears, and he'd cow kick you if you touched him. And I rode it for these wealthy people over there in Logan.
Whoa, time out. They wanted you to break the donkey
Oh yeah,
to
yeah.
ride.
I rode it quite a bit. Sometimes it'd stop my saddle. We made a little deal to go around its tail because I didn't have
I
one.
was going to say, you have to ride in a crooper.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
There's
it-
no way.
I rode that one, and I rode him out a little bit.
Okay, so when I'm trying to get the visual here. When I think donkey, I think like this big.
Yeah, it wasn't very big.
Like
Like Jesus and Mary?
yes.
It was
Especially
white too.
legit.
Were your legs this long at that
Legit.
point?
Well, he wasn't that big.
Were your feet like
But-
this far off the ground, like
It
6
was
inches,
pretty close,
dragging your
and
toes?
I decided after that there would be no more donkeys or mules or anything, because
Oh my gosh, I
It was
can't even
bad.
picture this. That's
and he
amazing.
kicked me in the ass like a whole bunch of times, like trying to bribe me.
So the ass kicked you in the ass.
It was an
and he
nasty.
could just reach up and kick you with the hind leg,
Oh,
like,
wow.
and you'd be up here by his head.
Okay, so why did they want this donkey?
They wanted me to ride him in case they needed to ride him, and then they used him for a pack mule or a pack donkey.
Okay. So they wanted him as a pack animal more than anything, but they wanted to be
Yeah,
able
but
to
they
ride
wanted
him.
to be able to ride him too.
Huh.
And
Done.
Huh.
Done. Bring it.
Do it.
That's
That'll pay
groceries.
my groceries this month.
Yeah, bring it. I'll clean its stall. It's
Yeah.
fine.
It might kick me in the ass, but I'll clean its stall.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's,
I don't think
am
I'll
not-
ever do that again.
I don't think you have to anymore. I think you have graduated out of that.
I hope. God, I hope.
That's funny. So you did a couple mules too, or a mule?
No, I think I might have done one or two of them for him, and after that I was kind of retired from
We had
that.
some like
Yeah.
Mexican match racing horses we had.
Yeah, I mean we pretty much rode
The
everything.
biggest surprise we ever had we got from the Killer Pin, and they said this is no shit, straight from the freaking Killer Pin down in Ogden. They said, well, I think this horse can cut. We're like, oh yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah, right. This no shit,
Really?
no
Yeah, he
shit.
cut. Like,
Really?
put your hand
He-
down, cut.
He
Wait.
cut right out of the Killer Pin. That was our biggest surprise. We called him Not Too Shabby, and Boyd Udy ended up buying
His
him.
daughter showed him all through high school, made
and
the
then
high
went
school
through-
finals
yeah.
on him.
What?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
That
And the
was our
poor thing
biggest
was in the
surprise.
Killer Pin? How
Right
did that
straight from the
happen?
Killer
I don't
Pin.
know.
Well, Tony Bott, he lives up here. He was our good friend. Tony Bott, he is a cow buyer.
They'd see something that looked
Yeah.
like it'd have, like, a white mark on its weather or something. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
this
that's
one's been
$100. Why not?
Yeah.
Take it to Brandon. He'll ride it.
Yeah.
Oh.
We rode, like, seriously.
Some of them try to
like,
kill you. One of them was good.
People don't understand. Like
like winning
when
the
you're
lottery.
hungry, like
Oh,
you
yeah.
do whatever it takes. I'm in there feeding the babies bottles, cleaning stalls, whatever.
Yeah.
Brandon's out there giving it his all, just trying to feed his family. You
Yeah.
know, you
Yeah.
have to do whatever, and I'm not proud to say that. I mean, that's how our family had a start. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's just
Yeah.
how it goes.
There's no shame in it. I
No.
mean, a little hard
Absolutely
work and
not.
determination and paying your dues, that's how you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when
I think
Brandon started,
in our cow horse world, I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Because I started
Well,
riding anything.
I feel like there's some level of like natural given skill maybe that you have that somebody like me doesn't possess and never will. So I don't, know, but hard work and determination will get you a heck of a long ways, right?
well, and not having a plan B. There is no other plan.
Right.
There is no such other thing as plan B.
I mean, there's a lot of times. I mean, before we went to Snowville, I'd get up early and ride 5 or 6 head, and that might be all I had. So then I'd go drive dump truck, or
Yeah.
I mean, hell,
whatever to feed
we'd
our
do
family.
whatever just to
Yeah.
survive.
Wow. Well, there's a lot of admiration in that, right? Like there's no shame in a day's hard work and gutting
No.
it out to pay your bills. Like,
No, I see so
Back
many.
then, we just wanted a good one to ride. Now, if they ain't great, we cuss and don't
Yeah.
want to ride them.
it's crazy how things change. We
Yeah.
get a little spoiled, you know.
But you see so many people like that come to work, and they don't want to clean stalls and they don't want to do this, and I'm like, well, you ain't gonna make it here because
You
you
won't make it
have
in the
to.
industry.
Yeah, well, you have to start at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that's what weeds it out. I mean, back in the olden days, the old guys used to be kind of jerks to them, and
Oh,
treat
yeah.
like their helpers like crap.
Pretty hard on them.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and that would weed them out. Well, hard work will weed out someone a lot faster than being a jerk to them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's the biggest thing at our house is everybody, like, if you work for us, you have to clean stalls.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have stall cleaners. You have to clean stalls, plus you got to ride your horses, plus that. And honestly, we have not had that many people. I mean, the people that work for us for years. I think Tucker's going on 8 years. Before that, I mean, like, it's like 8. I mean, like, we have
Well, when
probably
you're
had
in
a
Snowville,
handful
though,
of assistants.
I mean,
We're
We're 15 miles just from the nearest gas station.
Yeah, Snowville is
Like,
pretty desolate.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we're 55 miles to
We're towards
Tremont.
Nevada.
Oh,
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, when you're out there, it's like family. They eat with us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like
Yeah.
I mean, their family. We've had several bad ones. Don't get me wrong, but
But I
sure.
had
I mean,
like
we've had-
two or three maybe.
yeah, I
Your
mean, we
whole
had
career.
a kid that lived on our place when we took it over. His family run her grandpa, worked for her grandpa and her dad, and they moved to Island Park, and then he came back and he worked for us for like 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
Moved right back in his old bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And then, I mean, we had a few here and there, but
Your brother worked for us forever.
yeah, I mean, we
Forever.
had a kid from California,
Yeah.
Alex Torres, worked
worked
there
for
for a
us.
year and like almost 2 years.
JD Johnson.
JD Johnson, he's
Worked
never
for us.
had a job in his entire life, and
He worked
he
for us.
he worked exactly 1 year. He said, "I can't work no longer," and we tried to beg him to stay, but he wouldn't.
Wouldn't do it.
I mean, now JD's a real good hand. I
Oh,
mean, hell,
yeah.
he's doing
Yeah, JD's
100
awesome.
in it, you know, and
Our kids, Mikey Kunzler, he grew up on our place since he was 5.
and he's
He's
doing.
now a rope horse for like winning like the Ruby Buckles
Oh,
and
geez.
won the intermediate rope horse fraternity last year.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then Dax, of course, when Dax got old enough, we sent him out. The best thing we could have done for our kids is to send him out instead of us harping on him. Like, and we sent him to a great place. He come up here, worked for Jake Telford. Loved Jake
great.
Telford.
Yeah.
Love, yeah.
Went to Texas
went
for
to
Spud
Texas.
Sheehan.
Yeah, worked there.
Worked there, and
Then
then
come home.
come
And now
home.
he's doing awesome.
He's
yeah,
doing
he's
great.
riding a bunch.
He's doing really
Yeah.
well. A lot of success.
He rides a few. He has a guy in Cheyenne that he rides some like racehorse, like rope horse. But I mean, mostly we got. I mean, he gets most. He don't have to do what I did.
No, they
Yeah.
don't have to suffer
Like
like us.
they think
Yeah.
they're real bad, but they're really not that
They're like
bad.
super high class.
He doesn't have
compared
to train a
what-
donkey?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
donkey.
You should just get a donkey
Yeah.
just so he has to train it, just for your own entertainment.
I should. That'd be good.
That's actually
Yeah.
really funny.
Well, I tell them kids all the time, they're so far ahead of what we were at their
Yeah.
time that it's, I mean,
Well, like him and Tucker showed. I believe they showed. I mean, Daxon didn't want to do the cow horse. He wanted nothing to do with it.
Really? What did he want to do?
He wanted to rope.
Oh,
That's all
okay.
he ever. He ranched and roped, and like
he
he
never
didn't.
really come to shows.
He never even come to these
Texas, he
horse
would come to
shows.
shows,
He
but
never.
he
He,
wouldn't.
he wasn't going. He'd stay home and go work for the. We had a guy that lived there on the place that had a big ranch, and he'd go help him all the time.
And we had a cow calf operation for a long time up until 2020, and then it just.
We sold the
yeah,
cows
we
and
got
leased
it.
the ground to this
Yeah.
guy.
Mm.
But he didn't want to do it. And then when NRCHA put the cow horse in the high school rodeo,
Ah.
that's when he decided, hey, I'd do this. And I mean, he had no idea how to show,
No.
but I'd make him show. Like at all our little district, we went to Idaho because we were right on our ranch goes to the Idaho border.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd make him show his rope horses and stuff, and
At
he-
the district.
he won
Yeah, in
the
his district.
the district and the state finals every year.
Oh, wow.
3
but-
years, yeah.
Yeah, he
As
didn't
long as
get
he was.
4. He only got 3 years of it, and then his last year he won nationals too.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's a huge.
and that's kind of what got him into it.
Yeah.
He didn't even want nothing to do with it till then.
That's funny. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for part 1 of our interview with Sophie and Brandon Buttars. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure know I enjoyed recording it. Tune in next week for part 2. And in the meantime, thanks for coming along for the ride, and don't forget, use more leg.